And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Back to throw. He's got it. The tight end, Jeff Heuerman.
That's
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. They'll run on first down. It's Lensing. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
He won't go down. That good for 22 and a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys.
Let's go. 15 Lonnie.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Back to throw here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Hassan Reddick gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Pitch and catch complete to Heuerman, and he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
That's certainly...
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. and that got it done in this one.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Denver, good night, everybody. Season goal. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. He finds an opening past the 40. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay, 75 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Wow, first play in the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Come on, set. 60, orange. 154. Go.
On first down, Lindsey. Tahir Whitehead, top 10 in tackles last year, up to make the play. Well, unless there's a postseason meeting later in the year, this is most likely the final time that the Broncos and Raiders will play in Oakland. Of course, so much history between the two since their inaugural season in the AFL back in 1960. Broncos and Raiders, they've been locked together in the same division, facing off twice a season. And this rivalry also stands as the most common pairing for Monday night games like we have here, 18 times, the most of any two teams. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Man open, he's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. Here's Lindsey. And he's got room. 20. There he goes right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Phillip Lindsay with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Broncos push further out in front. And a pair of rush.
Here we go. 60, Pittsburgh. 54. Here we go.
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. 2nd and 10. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And it's a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Philip Lindsay, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw, and that's complete to the tight end Hireman. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jeff Hireman, 55 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Okay, Frank. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Let's go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. There he goes left side. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jeff Hireman with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Broncos push further out in front. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Here we go. Set, 8, read. Yeah. Let's go.
They'll set up a throw into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there.
Got it? Check. 59. No chance. Let's go.
They'll try the draw. Lindsay. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Fant, the first-round pick out of Iowa, taken 20th overall. Second tight end taken in the draft. Amazingly, the second Iowa tight end taken in the draft is teammate T.J. Hockenson, 8th overall. He was selected by the Lions. But Noah Fant really wowed everyone in Indianapolis at the Combine, and now trying to parlay that into an impressive NFL career. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. The Raiders, 30 yards.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Broncos push further out in front.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs.
Set, ready, 50, plant, 59. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
He'll look to throw. And he'll find Sutton on the right side complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Denver has a 1st down on the 15-yard play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So we have reached halftime here in the final game of opening weekend 2019. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where you see the final score there. 17-13 was the final. From there, we head all the way out west to see what's happening with the LA Chargers. And they fall in that one to the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Andrew Luck, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City, see what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Green Bay Packers. Mitchell Trubisky with 3 touchdown passes in the Week 1 victory. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race, very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, Let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
On first down, Lindsey. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 27 yards there, a first down. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. From his linebacker's spot, Vontaze Burfict with a sack. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
2nd and 14. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. You got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. If you get careless with the football, look out.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Oh, hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. This quarterback now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Tahir Whitehead in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry.
Interact with the what do you call it? The community.
Here we go. Set. 8, 3.
Help me out.
54. Watch, run. 100.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Lindsey. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
You know how we get focused at the end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. That kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And an alley to run. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Philip Lindsey with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on.
Ready. 30 base. Let's go. Line 54.
Here we go.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. You think back to 2018, many people thought it would be Royce Freeman taking over as the lead back in Denver. Spent a third-round pick on him, but it was Philip Lindsay who would be in the catbird seat as the #1 running back. But still for Freeman, not a bad rookie campaign, 521 yards. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant with his first career